video, I talk about how to use the egg production sheet. This is a sheet you print out, laminate, and it goes down in the paddock inside your chicken caravan. I hope you enjoy the training.
Okay, this here is the egg production sheet. This sheet goes in your chicken caravan. So this goes down in the paddock in your collection area of your chicken caravan. What I normally do with these documents, I'll print out 3 or 4 and I'll laminate them and I'll put them in a clipboard in the caravan and either use like a whiteboard texter on them, or you could use a permanent marker and then just get some remover when you sort of clean off the sheets, because sometimes whiteboard markers after a few days they smudge. What I'll do, I'll fill these in for a week or two, then I'll just take a photo of them and my records are done. So pretty well self-explanatory. You put the day's date in there, and these are the eggs you collected. So they're divided into trays and singles. So trays hold 30 eggs, and you're not going to when you collect the eggs, you're not going to have like exactly in multiples of 30. So you may have 4 trays here, and then you've collected another 15 eggs. So it's really fast to count. You can go 4 trays, 15 eggs, and you can sort out your numbers. The next column, so that's just out of the nesting boxes, so that's off the conveyor belt. 99% of your eggs should be there. We've put the column in ground eggs. When your hens first start to lay, you will get some eggs on the ground. This is just good to take a note of, just to make sure it is getting better. And some of these eggs you may have to clean or not sell depending on the regulations. Most of the time you can just wash these eggs and sell, but you'll have to check with the regulations in your state. So again, you may have like 4 or 5 ground eggs. Eggs eaten on conveyor. This is quite rare, but if you ever wind an egg in on the conveyor and you just see the shell, there's a sign that your birds may be lacking some nutrition. So if you're saying that there's 2 eggs that were eaten on the conveyor, if it was just once in a blue moon, barely ever happened, I wouldn't worry about it. But if you start seeing a bit of a trend, I'd look at their feed mix, look at their shell grit, just look at their whole feed. Dead birds, this is probably a column you will not touch, but it is good for your record keeping. So every now and again, if you come into the paddock and you find a dead bird there, just note it down, so because you'll have the date, how many. Birds move to fresh grass. So this is like when you've moved your chicken fences and you've moved them to a new area. So it's just a circle, yes or no. So you can look back through with production. You go, hang on, the day after we move them, production increases or decreases or whatever. So it's just good to have that on board. Comments, I'll often put the weather in here to say really hot day, rainy day, windy, or anything else that may be of relevancy. Now, a lot of farms you've got more than one shed, so this is where you group. So this could be group A or B or whatever. And then you may have a caravan number, so this is caravan number 2. So you can quickly look at this, and after these are filled in for a few days, you can just take a photo of it. You've got all the dates, you've got all the data you need, so you can see from this group out of this caravan, you know how many eggs you're getting each day, how many are on the ground, if the birds were moved, any comments. So as I said before, laminate these sheets so they don't sort of disintegrate if there's a bit of moisture or dust down the shed, and just use a permanent marker or whiteboard marker. I found that permanent marker was good, and I could just write over it, and then I'd just put about 3 of these sheets on a clipboard, and then after a couple of weeks I'll just take photos of them all and just clean them off with a bit of metho and go again. So I hope this video has been helpful for you.